For this one, we're heading to the Netherlands, where Sabia El, a YouTuber who has amassed a following of over 15,000 subscribers, lives in a small flat with her cat. She claims that in this flat she has experienced extreme poltergeist activity, including disembodied voices, objects being thrown, and shadow people. Now, for background to this haunting is unclear. I've scoured the web high and low and haven't been able to find out what led to the haunting and when exactly it started. But the first upload to the channel was in January 2021. This was the first video uploaded to her channel.
What the fuck is that? Oh my god.
So there's a lot to take in this video. First of all, we get the lampshade moving by itself. We then get the lights in the kitchen flickering off and on. Now, I don't know how people can be brave enough to walk towards things like this when they're happening, but when she finally does get to the kitchen, it's clear that something or someone has been in there. The drawers are open and so are the cupboards. But the most terrifying thing of all is that shadow person we see at the end. It would only be a few days until we see another upload from Sabina.
De lamp is stil. Dat is dat vieze, creepy ass keukentje. Kijk, dat bedoel ik dus. Dat is dat licht. Varkje kwam dus. Zie, er is hier dus. Dit is dus het lichtknopje. Het is helemaal niet. Deze deur is gewoon dicht. Er is hier gewoon echt helemaal niemand. Fuck. Zie je zo'n ding. Kijk. Dat bedoel ik dus. Dat bedoel ik dus. Oh my god. Er is hier echt helemaal niemand. Oh fuck. Nou. Dit is het weer, hè.
So this time we get the sliding doors and some more light activity. I tell you what though, being in that doorway to the kitchen where only 10 days ago I saw that shadow figure, if the lights went off and I was standing there, I would be jumping out the window to get out of that flat. Sabina then catches some more activity.
Is dit allemaal? Ik vind het helemaal niet leuk. Hij blijft rollen. Oh my god. Wat is dit? Hij blijft rollen. Wat is dit, joh? Hij ligt stil. Ik ben dus helemaal alleen. Oh, dat ding. Oké, ik ga hier weg. Oh, er gebeurt allemaal te veel in mijn huis.
She claims to capture an EVP of a young girl laughing or crying, as well as catching this apparition.
Fucking licht elke keer. Oh. Dat was een stem. Dat was een stem. Oh, Jezus. Wat is dat? Oh, fuck, joh.
Something about ghost kids are just really freaky. At this point, Sabina claims that the poltergeist is becoming more aggressive. She creates a GoFundMe to help raise enough money for her to move out. The following bit of evidence was uploaded to her channel on the 14th of March 2001.
Keukenlicht is uitgegaan. Oh, ik voel me ook meteen niet chill. Vorige keer was daar die, weet ik veel, schaduw, iets. Oh, die keuken. Nou, hier hebben we die, dat gekke dingetje. Wat is dit, joh? Dat gordijn. Oh, jezus. Wat de... Ramen zijn allemaal dicht. Oh, jeetje. Oh, wat is dit, joh? Dat is mijn schaduw. Oh, dat gordijn, jeetje. Oh. What the fuck? Deze is dicht. Jezus. What the fuck was dat, ja? Wat de... Wat was dat? Sinaasappelsap. citroensap. Jeetje. Ah. Echt. What the fuck was dat, ja?
The entity is clearly gaining strength and is even able to throw things now. Sabina decided to leave the camera on roll while she left the house, and this is what she captured. Sabina's next upload would be of her empty flat in the 21st of September 2001. She's managed to save enough money to move out. Her channel would then go dark for a couple of months until December 2001, when she uploads a video titled "The Paranormal Activity Has Followed Me."
Dat licht knipperde weer aan en uit in de hal. Oh, in het nieuwe huis. Dat. Oh, ik durf niet. Oh, ik durf niet. Verdorie. Helemaal klaar mee. Oh. Oh. Ah, ik durf echt niet. Donder op, ik ga er niet naartoe. Ik bel wel iemand.
We quite often hear that entities attach themselves to people rather than places, and it's clear that this has happened to Sabina. This was the last bit of evidence on her channel whilst I was creating this video, but her channel is linked in the description, so be sure to go and follow her and check out her videos to keep up to date with the paranormal activity. Skeptically speaking, the first big alarm bell for me was this GoFundMe page that Sabina has set up. Now, I'm not saying she's wrong for asking for help, but it does give a motive for why someone might want to fake something like this. So first of all, I want to take a look at the lights. Now, if we take note of the first video and most of the other videos, all the lights that seem to be on, bar the ones in the kitchen, appeared to be lamps. Now, I personally don't have all of the main lights on when I'm watching telly, but if you're going through something like this and you've experienced paranormal activity in your home and you're scared, surely you want to put all of the lights on it. But I think this gives us a clue into how the lights are flickering in the kitchen and there appears to be no one there. What I think is going on is that somebody is assisting Sabina and they're using the fuse box to turn the lights off separately. This is because quite often they're on a different circuit to plugs, which obviously the lamps would be plugged into. As for the cupboard and drawers being open and the lampshade moving, I think this is down to the old shuffle-roo camera angle trick. So when Sabina's showing that first shot of the kitchen and she comes out and starts to turn, I think there's somebody standing behind her where the curtains would be who sneaks into the kitchen. They open the drawers and then follow Sabina as she's walking up towards the bedroom. As they pass the door, they reach over, hit the lampshade and sneak in to the door or cupboard that's behind the sofa. The reason I believe this is, if you listen very carefully, while Sabina's turning, you can hear what sounds like the door shutting.
What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that?
I also believe that this is where the fuse box is, so the person in there then starts to flicker the lights. How does the shadow person then appear in the kitchen if there's no one there? As Sabina's walking into the kitchen, I believe the accomplice comes out of the door, follows her down, stands by the curtain again, and they do the old shuffle-roo, like they did at the very beginning. Now, I may be mistaken here and looking into things a little too closely, but if you look at the shadow on the floor, it does appear that there could be somebody else there, because the same angles and Sabina's shadow are not showing. Sabina starts walking back up to the other end of the flat before the person starts flickering the lights again, which it should be noted sounds slightly different this time, which it would do if they actually using the light switch opposed to the fuse box, and we obviously then get the shadow person popping his head out. Now, shadow people are extremely creepy, yet so simple to make with today's technology. Using a basic green screen over my wife's head, you can see I was able to create a similar effect. As for a lot of the other activity, including the items falling off the shelves and books flying, I believe that invisible string was used. Now, if you want to see a great example of invisible string, the Blackpool poltergeist was renowned for using invisible strings. You can see how I was able to create similar effects using invisible string to pull various objects. Next up is the static camera scene that Sabina set up when she left the house. Now, I feel that this was set here on purpose because the sofa could be used to hide somebody, pulling the door and various other wires to make objects fall. There is a far better angle from one of the shelves that could have been used to capture a lot more of the flat. But I will admit I am stumped. And I thought and I scratched my head and I could not figure it out. And that is for bottle being thrown. At first I thought she was pausing it. I've tried to recreate it and it just didn't work. The cut between was so obvious. The reason I thought this is because there are a couple of noises in her video that sound like they've just been cut, like bloop, bloop. But it really has stumped me. So if you have any ideas on how she managed to do that, please do let me know. It could be that she's used some sort of editing software, but I couldn't get my head around it. So is this a real haunting or not? Now, although I haven't been able to recreate every aspect of this haunting, I'm leaning towards the doubtful side, purely because of how early that GoFundMe popped up, but also, you know, I've seen these shadow people and these lights flickering in so many cases before, and it's so easily done. Therefore, I'm leaning towards doubtful, but I would like to be proved wrong, and I will be following Sabina and her channel to see what happens in the future, and I wish her all the best. Real or not, believer or non-believer, please always be respectful, because to the people who are experiencing these hauntings, they can be very, very real. And as always, thanks you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next case.